everybody, we're taking over Glenn's office again, as is our want, because we felt it was high time that we introduce you to the face of our business. These two lovely ladies you've probably spoken to on the phone a few times, because these ladies are in charge of our reception desk. So on the far side we have Daisy, D-Swag as we call her, because we actually have two Daisies in our office. So Daisy, you come from?
Land of New Zealand.
Long White Cloud we'll go with. So how long have you been with Raine Horne?
7 months. 8 months. 8 months.
Yeah.
And counting.
And counting? Enjoying it?
Yeah, it's a good time.
Okay, so tell us a bit about what you enjoy the most about reception.
People, usually.
Why is that?
It's nice to meet I feel like Darwin has a large variety of people. You know what I mean? Like there's heaps of different cultures.
Diversity.
There's so many different people. So it's nice to, actually get to meet people consistently all day.
Yeah.
Because you come from quite small.
Yeah, well where I'm from is really small, so it's
See
different.
the same
It's
faces all the time.
exciting.
So your mum's in real estate, is that what attracted you to apply?
Yeah, so she works for professionals. Man, I hope I have that right. Yeah, she does.
Your mum will be watching
She wants to
this.
see that. She's like, send it to me, not if I got it wrong. So, but yeah, so she works in professionals back home. She's done that for a couple of years and she likes it, so.
Awesome. Okay, and you two ladies handle up to 300 plus calls a day, and that's pretty intense. So is there anything that is probably more of a downside to reception with that amount of volume and that sort of thing? So how do you deal with that probably?
Well, we've got strategies, processes, a lot of things in place to be able to help us on the front desk. Probably the biggest downer for us on a day would be if the mood changes. And then when I say that is if we get, like Daisy and I, thank goodness we both have the same perspective on this, we choose how we respond to people. There are some days where you get, some frustrated customers or even some difficult clients that can really make the day, not as shiny.
Yeah.
But yeah, we usually, like to battle through it, but sometimes when it gets really repetitive, like we find days where you could have phone call after phone call, where it's those kinds of customers that you're dealing with. It's easy to say that we can, choose how we're going to be, but at some stage it can start to affect us. But then that's where we go by, okay, well, just remaining calm or remaining polite as well to the customers so that they can see that we actually can help them, we're not trying to go against them, we're trying to make sure we make their entire process with us, as a whole with the company, but with us because they're dealing with us at that time, more pleasant. And yeah, just want to make sure that, hey, we're going to speak to you again, so let's make sure we're all, friendly.
We're friends.
Yeah,
Yes.
we all want to just get along. So yeah, and then just bouncing off one another really when that does happen, to make sure that we can lift each other up again and do something silly or, something to make the mood a little lighter.
So from that response, you probably gather that Eva's been on reception for a little while. So Eva, how long have you been with Raine Horne?
With Raine Horne for 10 plus years now.
Yeah. Okay.
10 years in March.
So you started off in sales, and then we got you to be in charge of our front desk. How long ago?
8 and a bit years ago.
Okay. I like to call it Eva Boot Camp when receptionists come into our office. So a lot of our people in our company have started at reception, and Eva has trained them, and they've gone on to other roles within our office, whether it be property management, administration, property management, that sort of thing. So a lot of our people have come through and been trained by Eva and have stayed on with Eva. So that is a wonderful thing that we have in our business, that they can start with Eva. Daisy's probably going to do the same, but she probably won't be allowed to leave, I don't think, according to Eva. So yeah, it's a great starting platform for a lot of people in our business. And you obviously enjoy it?
Yeah, everything's got, I guess, its perks. I really like, well, I guess what drives me to work every day is the people, not what we're doing. And yeah, like I think the part that I love most about being involved on reception is it's almost like you get to give people their tools to start out. So, and this is probably a terrible comparison, but when most of the people that start on our front desk have had no real estate experience, a lot of them no admin experience or in an office environment. So to be able to give them, to be able to set a standard and go, look, this is what you should expect from a team like ours or an environment like ours in terms of the people. Number one, and then not only the people but the skills that they can get. You definitely grow some grit on the front desk, so that's the biggest thing that I like to put forward, is that the girls that come on the front desk, everything that we apply to them or that we teach them, whether it's how to manage time or how to prioritize, how to go through, and even the bare basics of customer service, and how would you want to be dealt with if you were in this situation, and really getting people to constantly have that, top of mind awareness that this person, what's happening here is not personal, but you want to make sure that you're giving it that personal touch for people's experience, as well as their growth. That's the exciting part for me, because you see them start to mould and start to develop, and then they start applying those standards and saying, okay, well, this is what should be expected, or, this is what we want out of an industry or a department like this, or even just out of people. And it's exciting to it's exciting to be able to feed that into them in a way.
You've got a lot of passion, obviously.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, so I'm sure next time you call the office, you'll recognise the name. So Eva and Daisy. We are actually recruiting for another junior receptionist at the moment, and we'll introduce you to that person in due course. Thank you, ladies, for joining us.
Thanks.
And we'll catch everybody next time.
Beautiful.